So over the last lectures, we learned what progressive web apps are and why we might want to build our next web application as a progressive web app. Now, let me show you an example for a progressive web app. At app.ft.com, you can visit the application page of the Financial Times. This runs in the browser, but it is a progressive web app. It feels a lot like an app if we navigate around there with the animations and the menu. And if I open my Chrome Developer Tools and I switch into device mode by pressing this icon here, you see, of course, it also looks like a mobile app. Now, a cool thing happens if I now do the following. If I go to Network in the Chrome Developer Tools, which I strongly recommend using. I recommend using Chrome for this course because it supports all the features you're going to learn about and its developer tools are awesome. More about this later. So if you go to Network and click on Offline here, you can simulate that you're offline. Now, if I reload that page, you still see some content. The images are not there, I give you that, but you can still read that article here. This is because it is a progressive web app offering you some nice features. Now, Google even built a tool which you can use to judge how well a site performs as a progressive web app. And it's built right into the developer tools if you're using the latest version of Chrome. It's Lighthouse. If you don't have the audit tab here though, you can simply search for Lighthouse Chrome and then find the page where you get installation instructions about Lighthouse. You can add it as a Chrome extension then. Now, if you do have that audit tab, let's perform an audit on the Financial Times page here. And this will now do a couple of checks to find out how well this performs as a progressive web app. Let's wait for this to finish and analyze the results. So the test is done and overall the page does okay. A couple of features are missing, which would make it a really good or awesome progressive web app. And the performance isn't that great here, but that might also be connected to my performance here on the machine whilst I'm recording. So this is a decent progressive web app implementing a lot of the features. And I will also explain in one of the next lectures that it is okay to not reach 100 here. You do have the choice between going all the way to it, none at all, or any step in between. You can add features of that progressive web app world as you need them in your app. So this is nice. Now I want to show you another page. You can't open that because it's offline, but this is the course project we'll build. It's an Instagram clone, a simple one of course, as a progressive web app. It looks and feels nice, in my opinion. The cool thing is that this of course is a progressive web app. Now one thing we can do is, we can take an image. So let's allow camera access and hey, here I am. So let me quickly take an image here. You'll see I'm sitting in front of a green screen. Let's also get my location, so I'll need to allow that to fetch it. It'll be masked here, I don't want to show my full location. And then let me enter some title during my recordings. And keep in mind, this is in the browser, it's just looking like on a real device. Throughout the course though, I will also show how the app runs on a real device. So for now, let me click post here to post this. Now it's saved for syncing, and if we reload, there it is already. So this has been saved on some server. Now again, you can't access this page here, but you will build it on your own and we will also ship it to the web at the end of the course. Now, thus far you might think it's nice, that camera thing is nice, but not super impressive. Now let me turn off my Wi-Fi here to really have no internet connection anymore. If I reload the page, you can ignore these errors because they are basically cached and I still see my page, even my content here, and I can still navigate around. Now, there's one more thing I want to do for which I will need internet connection, so let me quickly turn it on again. I want to enable push notifications. So let me click here and allow access. And now I get this push notification here on my other screen. So unfortunately this isn't recorded because push notifications were turned on. Now with that, let me now go offline by turning off the Wi-Fi. And now I'll try to send another post. Let me take a picture. And let's send this from offline mode. I'm in Munich. Let me hit post here, and it's also saved for synchronization. Now, clearly it can't send it, I have no internet connection. So let's say I now come back online because my Wi-Fi reestablishes connection. Now it's syncing this, and if I reload the app, here it is from offline. This is what makes this a progressive web app. A lot of the features you might know from your native apps, but you haven't seen that often in a web app. This works fully offline, it caches everything, it accesses the device camera, has push messages as you saw, and much more. So now let me conclude this by making an audit on this app too, so that you can see what you're going to build in this course. Let's perform an audit here with Lighthouse again, and let's see how many features about progressive web apps I packed into this application and what you're going to learn in this course therefore. I'll be back once this audit finished. The audit finished, and here you can see I got a 100 in progressive web app. So this is a perfect progressive web app using all the features that make up a progressive web app. You see the other metrics are also amazing, and that means you're going to learn a lot of useful things in that course. Because we'll start from scratch, we'll build this app together and add all these features that lead to this 100 together. Can't wait to get started with you.